Okay, today we're looking at lesson 7.2, write related facts. We've talked about how these related facts form fact families. So if we're writing a fact family for a multiplication problem, we would come up with 2 multiplication and 2 division. And we also talked yesterday about how we need to make sure we read our whole problem and give what they're asking. Let's everybody read the I can statement together. I can write related. Okay, and on the Spark You're Learning, it says Jasper grows these watermelons. Write a multiplication problem and a division problem about Jasper's watermelons. Show equal groups to solve. What is the situation? What is Jasper doing? He's growing watermelons. Okay? What are the quantities? Well, our quantities are over here. This is kind of an array of watermelon. How many rows of watermelon does Jasper have? 30. And how many does he have in each row? 4. So there are our quantities. You can circle those. Put the numbers by your array and circle them. And then what question do they ask? It says write a multiplication problem and a division problem about Jasper's watermelons. So we know what to do with an array, right? What do we multiply?
Rows.
Rows times columns, correct? So Emily, what is that multiplication sentence going to say?
3 times 4 and 4 times 3.
4, it could say 4 times 3. Can somebody tell me what 3 times 4 or 4 times 3 is? 12. Okay, so we wrote our multiplication problem. Now what do we have to do?
Division.
Okay. Right, and can you tell me what division sentences, equations I might write?
12 divided by 4 equals 3, or 12 divided by 3 equals 4.
Okay. All right, we're going to turn the page over to 176 and we're going to look at our build our understanding. A grocery store arranges apples in a display. How can you use multiplication and division to represent the apples in the display? It says show equal groups. How many groups are there? Let's look at our rows. How many rows are there? 5. So let's draw 5 circles or ovals. Let's try that again. It's easier if they're all in a line. I'll draw circles. 1. I'll switch my ovals. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I have 5 ovals. How many tomatoes? Emma, I guess they're tomatoes. Apples are in each row. 4 rows go across. So do something to symbolize 4 apples in each row. Okay, so then the first question is, how many groups of apples are there? How many circles did we draw?
5.
So there are 5 groups of apples. Now, what multiplication equation can we write? 5 groups. Whoops. 5 groups. How many is each group? 4, right? What is 5 times 4? Kalo? 20. 20 apples. What division fact related to your multiplication fact can you write to show the number of equal groups? I want everybody to do that. Don't shout it out loud. I'm going to come around and see. All right, so we did a related fact. So in our multiplication fact, we found out there were 20 apples, and we had divided them in our picture into how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So we're going to divide it by 5, which makes 4 apples in each group. All right, let's look at D. How do you use the number in a multiplication equation to write the related division fact? First of all, the product becomes what? Do we remember what this part is? It's the dividend. The factors are the divisor and the quotient. All right, so here it is in written words. The product is the dividend, and the factors are the divisor and quotient. If you're at home, please stop your recording or pause your recording and go ahead and get this written down. All right, so now we're ready to move on to page 177. Let's step it out. What are the related facts for 5, 6, and 30? It says use 30 tiles to make an array. Shade the area model to show your array. So I'm making the decision. We're going to have 6 rows on our tile. So first we're going to outline our array. So go down 6 rows. Okay? And then go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because those are our small numbers. So those are going to be our factors in our multiplication sentence. And they're going to be our divisor and our quotient in our division sentence. Okay? Thumb up if you have your 6 by 5 array made. Let's label our array first. Our array is a 6 by 5. Everybody please label your array. Okay, it says what two multiplication equations? Underline that. We're going to do 2 multiplication equations. Eli, what's one multiplication equation we can do? We can do 5 times 6. Do you know what that's going to equal? What was our other number up here? 30. They're not tricking you. Okay. Tamik, what's the next one? Multiplication equation we can write.
6 times 5.
6 times 5 equals 30. Okay. Now what does C say? Everybody read C with me. What division equation can you write for your array? Cambry, what are we going to start this division equation with? Okay, and then what? 30 divided by 5 equals? Very good. Brecken, what's our other division equation going to say? 30 divided by 6 equals 5. Very good. If you're behind at home, please stop your recording. All right, here's to check your understanding. Let's go through it. Let's read this and then we'll go back through with our questions. A garden store has 48 flower plants arranged in 6 equal rows. Write an equation to show how many plants are in each row, then write a related fact. So if there are 6 rows times something equals 48 flowers. Does anybody know 6 times what is 48? Tammy? 6 times 8. Now what did it say? It says write an equation to show how many plants there are. Now we have a multiplication, so let's write a what? A division. Robbie, what is our division fact going to start with? 48. And we're going to divide it into 6 in a row equals 8 rows. Okay? And then the bottom check your understanding just says what are the related facts for 4, 7, and 28. So you should write me 2 multiplication and 2 division facts, and I'll be around to check. If you're at home, I'll put them up in here in a minute. Okay, so then on number 2, it says what are the related facts for 4, 7, and 28. So you should write 2 multiplication sentences and 2 division sentences. Then once you're done with that, you can go to the back. Please try to do the back on your own, and then you can come back and look at the recording to get the answers. So if you're working at home, please stop your video. Okay, so there are 9 stacks of trays in the cafeteria. What multiplication equation can you write to represent the number of trays? 9 stacks times 5 trays equals 45 trays, or trays. A related division would be 45 divided by 9 equals 5. These should be easy. They're just fact families with the multiplication and the division. I'll put them in so you can check your answer at home. Remember, the largest number always goes first in the division. Okay, so we notice that our product, the answer to our multiplication problems, is our dividend in our answer. That will be helpful in number 6. And then 18 divided by 2 equals 9. 9 times 2 equals 18. 18 divided by 9 equals 2. And 2 times 9 equals 18. This is what you notice about the product and the dividend and the set of related facts. So the product and the dividend are the same, and then it says give an example. So you could say 7 times 3 equals 21. This is your product. And you should say 21 divided by 7 equals 3. And this is your dividend. Okay, if you're at home and you need to stop, go ahead. Number 7. How many related facts does this set of numbers have? Well, if we're going to do this, we're going to say 7 times 7 equals 49. Is there any reason why we should switch those factors around? It's going to look the same, right? So there's only 2. There's only one multiplication, and there's only one division. When our factors or our divisors and our quotients are the same, you can only have one. Okay, now we'll type in a word answer. All right. That ends our recording for today.